Hey everybody, it's Mac here, and we're just working on moving equations around, just kind of rearranging the furniture and put these into different forms, okay? So this one, they want us to put everything into the standard form, ax plus by equals c. So we want the x value plus or minus the y value equals the number. So if I take a look at number one right here, by the way, before we start, if you guys could really like and subscribe this video, it'd help me out. I appreciate it. And also, if you go to maxtutorials.com, I have a lot more math on there, and I can help you in any subject. So if this is helpful to you, there's going to be more that's going to be helpful to you, okay? So now we're going to rearrange this. I'm going to go minus x, and that's going to give me negative x plus y equals negative 8. Why did I do that? I did that because I'm trying to get my x, my y, and my number, okay? Now, a lot of times a teacher may like to see that x to be positive, and if they do, that's okay. All you got to do is change everybody's sign. You are allowed to change everyone's sign. All you're doing is dividing by negative 1. So either one of those answers are correct. It's good to know because you may come up with this, but then your answer key has that, or your multiple choice. So what did this answer key do? Okay, this answer key went x minus y equals 8, which is what this says. Okay, so just be ready for that in case. All right, so this one is in slope-intercept form, number 2, and we want to make that in the standard form. So I'm going to start by adding the 4x to both sides. And now, I don't write y plus 4x because in standard form, the x comes first. Then add the y because it's a positive y. If that was a minus y, I'd write negative y equals 9. And that, my friends, is all you do. Number 3. Okay, I see that 3 as a denominator. I don't like that. So I'm going to multiply the entire equation by 3. 3 times y is 3y. This, how about that one? The 3's will cancel out. And I'm going to be left with 2x. What's 3 times negative 1? Minus 3. Negative 3. So now I'm going to subtract 2x from both. Now remember, we're going to lead with our x term, negative 2x plus 3y equals negative 3. And if we want to lead with a positive, we just switch everybody. Okay, so any one of these is correct. Number 4, whenever I see a parenthesis, you want to go ahead and distribute first. That would be step number 1, okay? Y plus 3 equals 3x minus 3. So now we just want to get like terms and everybody on the correct side. You could go minus 3 and a minus 3x and all, but that's going to get confusing. Let's just do one at a time here. So boom, I'm going to subtract 3. Now remember, when we subtract, that's like add a line, change a sign, right? So here I'm left over with just a y equals 3x. And that becomes a minus 6. So now I took a point slope and I turned it into a y-intercept. So now you know how to change those, okay? Just distribute and move all the numbers to the right, and now you know how to go in between those two. So now on this one, I am going to minus the 3x to both sides. Boom, die. I'm going to get negative 3x plus y equals negative 6, or 3x minus y equals a positive 6. Okay? Let's go on to number 5 here, all right? I keep losing those circles. So on this one, I just want to get letters on one side, numbers on the other. So I'm going to start by doing the numbers. Let's just do one at a time. And I'm going to get y equals negative x plus 7. Congratulations, you're now in slope-intercept. And as I add both x to both sides, don't go y plus x. You want to go x plus y because the formula does the x on the far left. And that's going to equal 7. And that, my friends, is your final answer. Okay, let us go on. On here, doink, doink. Y minus 4 equals negative 2x minus 6. Okay, now I'm going to add 4, and I'm going to add 4. Boom, die. Y equals negative 2x minus 2. There's my y-intercept. And to get it in the standard form, I need to move my x value over here. And I'm going to get 2x plus y equals negative 2. Don't forget to start with the x, not the y. Going on to number 7. Well, I see a denominator, so I know I'm going to have to times by 2 at some point. But let's not do it yet. Let's start off by doing distribution right here. And I'm going to get y plus 5 equals 1/2 x minus, well, what's half of 6? 3. If that freaked you out, let me just go on the side. 1/2 times 6 over 1. And that's how I got it, okay? Now I'm going to move this number over here. Let's get all my like terms combined. Can I write 1/2 x as x over 2? The answer is yeah, I can. Okay. And once I minus 5, if I go add a line, change a sign, that's going to make that a minus 8. Now I'm going to take everybody and multiply them by 2, and I get 2y equals. So I did that. What about this one? What do I get here? Well, the 2's cancel out, and I'm left with just an x. Minus, well, what's 2 times negative 8? Negative 16. Now I just want my x to go over to the other side, so I'm going to subtract x, and I'm running out of room, so I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to get negative x plus 2y equals negative 16, but to lead with a positive, I'm just going to change everybody's sign, and we're going to look like that, okay? And make sure you can go either way with the signs. And then the last one, whoa, not the last one. Wow, I got a few of them. Wow, I got really ahead of myself there. Okay, I'm just going to move my numbers over because remember, I want all my numbers, my plain numbers, my non-letters, I want them all to the right. X plus 9. Hey, I'm in y-intercept form now. Now let's get that x over here. Remember, we're going to lead with the x. Negative x plus y equals 9, or x minus y equals negative 9, and both will work. Okay? 9. Well, I see that denominator. I've got my letter. I've got both my letters and my numbers with nothing to combine. Right there is where you're going to go ahead and multiply everybody by 4. 4 times y is 4y. How about what's 4 times 1/4? That just becomes 1. I'll do it on the side. 4 over 1 times 1 over 4. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's just a negative 1x. Plus, don't forget to do that one. Okay, that could be an error, so be careful. Oh, sorry. I forgot to put an equal sign. My apologies. Equals negative x plus 24. All right, yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself there, right? Right, Mac? Here we go. X plus 4y equals 24. And guess what? We're done. Nothing left to do. All right, let's do this one. We're going to start with our distributive property. It's always easier to start with that when you're given it. That's negative 3x over 2 minus, let's just do it on the side, 3/2 times 2 over 1. I'm not really worried about the sign because I see here I have a negative times a negative, so I'm just going to write positive. I'm just going to worry about the numbers. I know it's positive. They die, and I'm left with 3. Okay? So now I know I want to get rid of that 2, but look, I haven't combined all my like terms yet, so let's do that first. Let's get all of our terms combined. Y equals negative 3x over 2 plus 2. Now all my terms are combined. Now I'm going to multiply everybody by 2. I'm going to get 2y equals negative 3x plus 4. Why did I multiply by 2? Because I'm trying to get rid of that denominator right there. Okay? Now, ooh, I still have some room. Cool. Plus 3x, boom, die, and I'm going to get, write my x first, don't write the y first, 3x plus 2y equals 4. And that, my friends, is the standard equation. I really hope this helped you out, and you have a little better version of standard form. Remember, standard form comes into play more when we're doing circles and ellipses and hyperbolas and things like that are going to come later in Algebra 2. But it's good that you know it here and you know how to go between all three. So when we're doing graphing with lines, point slope, and y-intercept, a little more valuable, though there are things you can do with the standard form. But I hope you got to learn how to jump back and forth between both of them just by moving some furniture. Guys, it's a lot of hard work. I really appreciate you sticking in on this. Like and subscribe to the video, and I'll see you on the next one.